more stash. Too many ways for you to run my cash.
Check reparation, 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 check.
Yeah, well, if you talking compensation, it's about that time. You get everybody.
Blessed risings, good afternoon, or good evening, depending on where in the world you're tapping in from. You got to keep in mind that Keep It P podcast is a global show, and today we will be discussing Jay-Z's Roc Nation slams Italian soccer fans for heinous behavior directed at Romelu Lukaku. We'll be talking about that and more when we return from these brief messages on this episode of Tether Talk. Welcome back to this episode of Keep It P podcast, where we take news situations and everyday occurrences and we show how one could or could not be keeping it P. And today I am your host, TZ Von Savage, in the place to be Sucker MCs. This is a WIFN article, I believe, by way of Fox News. Once again, American blacks, FBAs coming to the rescue, speaking up, speaking out for our African brethren who are afraid to say they are black. Nah, I'm not rocking for Jigga Man, you heard? I'm not rocking for Cuz. I'm not rocking for Roc Nation. I don't have my pom-poms out and I'm cheerleading for this guy. I'm simply pointing out the cheetah pea involved here. The fear factor, the rhino jerky that I'm smelling all over this. Got to come and say, you don't want to ride when it's time to ride for us, but we steadily riding for y'all. Some of us anyways. Over here on the B1 side of the game, we know better. We know better. Jay-Z's agency Roc Nation took out a full ad in Italy's La Gazzetta Sport to call on soccer fans to denounce their rampant racism. Rampant. Rampant. It's all over the place. It's running amok over the whole thing. To denounce the rampant racism after Inter Milan's Romelu Lukaku was faced with monkey noises during a match on Tuesday. This ain't surprising. I only did this article to steadily point out how FBAs is steadily riding for you Africans, for you Tetheronis, all while y'all still giving them the banana in the tailpipe All while y'all still, they causing division. No, you causing division. Because we still love your old funky, bad breath, bad teeth, bad hairline. We still ride with y'all. Some of us that, like I said, that don't know no better. B1 understands that ain't everybody gonna make it. It goes on. Lukaku, who is in his second stint with Inter Milan, was dealt with the latest racist attacks. His latest. It means it done happened to Cuz before and he didn't say nada. He didn't do a nada and nothing happened. After he tied the match, they went crazy and started clowning Cuz. I ain't about to go all into it. It was the Italian national semifinal, the cup. You know, if there was emotional, it don't usually be like it just was. It was a lot of emotion going on. Shut up. The ad starts, "Dear Italy," the whole country. It didn't say "Dear such and such city in Italy." It said Italy, the whole shebang. It's addressing a whole country. A whole country for your anti-black racism. A whole country. So you mean to tell me that y'all be getting clowned over there, you Africans, and y'all still be going over there chilling? I'm going to Italy. Let me give Versace some money. Let me give all these companies in there in Italy, all these designers. Let me spend my money with them all while they making monkey noises. You got to be a special kind of stupid. Dear Italy, the ad began. Do better, want better, be better. Golly. A whole country to do better. A whole country. Y'all should want better. A whole country. You should be better. A whole country dedicated to anti-black racism. And y'all wondering why we asked y'all to sign the petition. You're wondering why reparations is deserved. There is a global effort to see that black people fail. Global. Goes on to say, in professional football, black players have been subjected to hatred during professional football games. No. That's see. Do they call themselves black? Cause ain't no FBA, ain't no brother, ain't no brother. Just sit there and went for that, P. It didn't happen. Now, I ain't saying you should try to fight a whole country. But the brother got in a 1-2 skipper through and was up out the building. Don't say no black players. Say African players. The hated has displayed, I'm assuming they meant to say the hatred has displayed itself in the form of monkey chants, racial slurs. You do understand monkey chants is a racial slur. If you're going to say go back to China is a racial slur, then we have to automatically, by default, include monkey chants. And banana peels. It continues, tossed at the best players in the world. The best being black? Or are you saying African? I don't know. They go in and out as they feel. Tetherino. Sometimes I feel Tetherino. Sometimes I don't. I know Demikatas. I know black. I know black. I know Akata. Continues as the world watches, as children watch, as the players' families watch. Why would you have your families even paying attention to any of that, fam? Why would you even be supporting that? Get your bread and ride on, P. No one has faced any consequences for this heinous behavior, for this racist behavior. Of course not. Nothing has changed. What was you expecting to change when y'all ain't said a word or did nothing for your own self? You're going to have to hold your own pilaf rice, P. You're going to have to hold your own fufu. You're going to have to hold your own pum butter. No action has been taken. In fact, the only person that could be held accountable is a player if they react to this disgusting behavior during a game. Enough is enough. Hatred equals racism equals ignorance. So if they react any type of way, they can get a penalty in the game. So if you yell back, if you say this ain't right, if you have anything to say back, you can receive a penalty. Shut up, Negro, and play the game. And y'all still playing? I bet if you was all of y'all was like, I ain't playing no more. Y'all want to be like that? We gonna go play somewhere else. Nah, okay, but you wouldn't do that though. That's why y'all that's why your whole continent over there is still clowning, P. But if you let us come over there and do our thing, P, you wouldn't even be in that trouble no more. I promise you. Continues, hatred equals racism equals ignorance in a game that unites people all over the world as fans. How's it unite? You just said this is a whole country. How can you unite? And this ain't the only country that feels this way, that does these things, that participates and supports anti-black racism. We should only witness the best of humanity. There is no circumstances where racism is tolerated. Italy is better than this. We are all better than this. We are all on the worldwide community of sports, players, teams, owners, artists, brands, and all fans to denounce this racist behavior and hold bigots accountable to a human standard of one which upholds decency, respect, and compassion and others. I think that's supposed to say of others. The first team is the human team. Let's work together to cut racism out of the game for good. You just say anti-black racism, P. You have to say anti-black. You have to make sure we're talking about black people. In this case, I guess Africans, but you get what I'm saying. We know you black. They don't know they black is the problem. Roc Nation came out, spoke. The other things were said. Blah blah blah. History repeats itself. He's been through this in 2019, 2023 again. Nothing's happened to nobody. I hope the league really takes action for real this time because this beautiful game should be enjoyed by everyone. He added on Instagram. This is Lukaku. I'm not gonna read all the blah blah. We gonna do this next time, and we gonna kumbaya with the next time and take the peace pipe, and we gonna figure this out, and we gonna fight for your right to party. Man, what did we learn here today, boys and girls? Man, there was a multitude of items. I pointed a few out, but let me summarize. One, here we go. FBA's coming to the rescue. Black Americans stepping up to rescue the fragile. Africans, Caribbeans. We step up. Jamaicans, all of them wrapped in that. We step up and we help, assist, and we save. And that's what Jay-Z has done here. I'm not a Jay-Z supporter. Buster Brown, Coonerary Johnson the first. I don't do that. And we don't disparage brothers on this program. You got to go over to the Raw for that. KeepItPRaw.com. We don't do that in mixed company. Now, when we having a conversation amongst each other, one another, that's different. KeepItPRaw.com. Now, also what we learned is, why y'all so fragile? I mean, just puss. I mean, won't stand up for yourself. Like my pops say, that's punk action right there. That's straight up punk action right there. But for the rest of the tidbits, you ain't just going to be able to skim past all the information and get to the end to get all the tidbits of what we done learned. So some of that you got to go back and check it out for yourself. No, my brother. You got to get your own. But I ain't going to hold you. I'm just going to mold you, scold you, and fold you for being off code. Going to leave you with 4 words as we always do around this time. The first word is love. That's a heart right there. I love you. Put up that heart right there from the bottom of my heartstrings right there. Peace. Them 2 fingers to the sky, that peace sign. Or them bing, 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 bing. That shoot them up. You might need that piece. Bang, bang, to get that other piece. Sometimes you got to have the one piece to get the other piece. Blessings. Be a blessing. Give a blessing, and don't be afraid to receive a blessing. And aloha. Gotta go high. Out the Doha. Love y'all.
I got PayPal, Cash App, Zelle, Chime. Hope you got yours, cause I got mine. I'm talking Payoneer, Netspend, Venmo, Stash. Too many ways for you to run my cash.
Check reparation. Check reparation. Check